Hey everybody, welcome to Ellis Mowers. As you can see, I don't have many mowers in the shop right now. Mower season's kind of gone. However, generator time. I've got three of them right here. The one we're going to work on today, and the one this video is going to be about, is this Excell 5,000 watt generator, made in the USA. Got 10 horsepower Briggs on it. This is my personal generator actually. Runs good. Just kind of sprucing it up for impending storms and whatnot. One thing I need to do, it's got a fuel leak on it. It's actually leaking out the outlet of the gas tank right here, and I've already taken the fuel line off. This fuel line is brittle and I need to replace it anyways, but we're going to replace this little plastic piece right here on top. So let's see if we can get what we can do to go about doing this. I'm gonna first off, since we're not gonna save this, I'm gonna take some pliers and do this, and we're going to attempt to take this piece off, little rubber piece. It should just slide right in there. This one is old, so it may take a little bit of persuasion to get out, because you don't want to mess the gas tank up while you do this. So kind of, especially if you have an older unit. There we go. Oh yeah, it just pops out. Like I said, this one had been long gone and needed replacing. The new one, let me show you. This is the new replacement that I have. It looks like this. So we're just going to pop it on there, and I just need to slide this down there so that the inline fuel filter can reach here. We'll slide it all the way to the bottom because it needs a tight fit, remember that. And it will fit tightly up in there. We just got to be careful getting it in there. Alright, one more groove. Sorry I'm not showing you on camera, but obviously I'm just pushing this down. It comes with the rubber cap on it. So we've got it to that point, which I'm satisfied with. So now here's your fuel line, obviously, right? That's your fuel line. It goes up in there like that. So let's go ahead and pop this in there. We'll pop this in there and see what we got going on. So if you are doing this at home, I want to show you, I don't know how well we can see in there. You see some of that debris in there? You want to kind of vacuum that out so you don't have any debris going down the emulsion tube here for your fuel line. Then your fuel line will connect right there once we get it in. This is your inline fuel filter, so it's filtering the gas before it passes through. So I'm going to vacuum that out with a shop vac, and then we'll continue on. Make sure that your gas tank is completely dry when you vacuum it out with a shop vac. You don't want static electricity to be lighting up any fumes and stuff. So please remember that as well when you do that. And really quickly, the comparison between old versus new. The new one's got the upgraded shut off as opposed to the one that you have to twist off like that, which over time will break. Obviously plastic will break as well, but you know, just over the course of time. And really quickly as well, this generator, here's your my model number, 19E412, if you can't read that. 19E412. It was made in 1999, March 27th. So this generator's a little over 20 years old. Runs great still. Like I said, just putting some service into it. Let me shop vac it, and then we'll get the new piece in for the gas tank. So this is obviously going to be a very tight fit, and obviously I can't use pliers and stuff to force it up in there. So this might take a little while, and I hope you're able to see what I'm doing. Oh, sorry. Still not right, huh? Alright, looking up at the lights, but that's alright. No really good way else to do it. So remember, your fuel line is going to be coming in this kind of sort of manner, or in a round. So now all we got to do is force it up in there. And I don't know what will be easiest to do first. If it would be to put the entire assembly up in there and I just kind of wiggle it in there. Because obviously with gas, it's got to be a tight fit. So, I don't know. I think what I'm going to try first is taking this rubber piece off here and pushing it up first. Again, I want y'all to share in the struggle. I don't think it goes like that. No, it definitely doesn't go like that. So, let's see if I can push this up first. I think that's the design. Oh gosh, that's so much easier. Holy cow. So I just push that up, right? And what this does with the fuel filter is it looks like it expands the rubber. So it allows the rubber to expand, and I'm just going to twist it on until it doesn't go anymore. And then we'll test it out with a little gas. And it, like I said, it's going to be a tight fit. Be careful with the fuel filter as well, because the fuel filter wants to do a little dance, it looks like. Just have to be very careful. Or does it go like this? No. All right. Let's see. again, it's a really tight fit, so kind of have to wiggle the fuel filter up in there, which is what we just did. And unfortunately, I think it's inevitable that you're going to damage it a little bit with the way this design is. But you know what? It's in there now. You may be able to take it off as well. I'm not sure. I didn't want to break it. But now we're just going to use some force and push the remainder of this up in there. Because again, it's going to make it a really tight fit. It just honestly takes some force, and I don't want y'all to watch me struggle as I do it. So I'm just gonna continue to work on this and kind of force the remainder of it up in there. And then I'm going to put a fuel line on it. It's actually got an inline fuel filter as well there, so probably keep that. Never hurts to have multiple fuel filters, considering that the running condition of this was fine earlier. And then I will we'll crank it up, test it out, make sure we're not leaking gas up here and all that good stuff. Alrighty, y'all, let me show you what I'm doing. This is sweating my rear end off trying to do this too. But anyways, I've just been taking this, because you've got to get this basically flush with the rubber piece so that I guess it seals properly. So I took this generator, has some handles on it. I tilted it forward. I don't have any gas in it, obviously. And the oil's not running out anywhere, so we're all right. It's the advantage of having a horizontal shaft engine. I'm just kind of wiggling this mess back and forth. And it's slowly but surely getting up in there. So I'm just going to keep continuing to do this. A few more times. Might want to get a rag so you don't kill your hands. And to wipe off the sweat. Couple more times and we'll be good. This is going to ensure that you have a nice tight fit as well on your rubber seal. And a way to double check it is to go a little bit further. I might test it as it is right there. If you look down in here, see how tight your seal is up against the gas tank and see how it looks. And I think that's pretty good. I'm just trying to look at it for myself real quick. It's pretty darn close. It's up in there pretty good, I'll say that much. So I might wiggle it a couple more times just to see if I can get that piece up in there just a little bit better. Honestly, that's probably good. So before I even put some fuel line and stuff on it, I'm going to grab some gas. Put just enough gas in it, just a tiny bit. Put a tiny bit of gas in it. We're going to see if it leaks. One other thing, make sure you have your fuel off when you do this, which that's the off position according to the device. So as long as it's not leaking, then we're good. So let me go ahead, get a little gas. I'll pour it in there and we'll see how bad we're leaking, if at all. But this rubber piece should fix it, as long as I did it right. Alright, so we've put everything back together. New fuel line, the rubber piece, I've got the fuel on. It's not leaking out the gas tank anymore, which is awesome. Like I said, new fuel line, I put a new fuel filter on, even though it's got an inline fuel filter. It's not going to hurt to have that external one as well. Fed it. The only tricky part is your fuel line goes in this fuel pump up here, and you have to take the line off. It's a little tricky to get that, but you'll see where it is, and you'll get it off and get it back on. I had to take the little breather tube off. You'll see the breather tube over there. That's all I had to do. Let's see if I can get this thing to run. It hasn't run in about a year, so let's see if it cranks for us. And I did store it without gas. I ran it completely out of gas as well. Choke on. So she's running good. Like I said, this thing has not been cranked in about, I don't know how long, nearly a year, and she just starts right up. So again, I hope this helped y'all out. Video, hope y'all enjoyed it. I appreciate y'all watching as always. I've got the new fuel line and stuff in it. It's not gonna leak. Obviously, I'm gonna let this storm pass, and as long as I don't have any crazy power outages or anything like that, I'll let it just run out of gas again, drain the gas out of it, and save it for the next storm. Again, I'm kind of torn because I'm looking at this generator, just trying to figure out if I'm going to keep it or not. This has got the 240, like if you want to put an AC unit or something in it. This one over here has actually got, and again, I don't know if it works yet. Y'all will see this in a future video. This one's got 4 120s, and then this 4-prong 240 right here. Now, I have an AC unit. Y'all probably don't care about this, but I got a 120 AC unit, so it'll work with either generator. But I don't have the 240 plugs for a bigger load item. So I have to contemplate which one I want to keep and which one I want to give away, depending on if both work. However, this one is good and is ready to rock and roll. So we're going to just let it rock and roll, and we'll catch it next time if we ever have to do any service or stuff on it. I'll probably change the oil in it eventually. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Putting new fuel line on it, putting that new little piece, fuel piece on it, And I'll catch y'all in the next video. In the meantime, you can follow me at Ellis Mowers 09 on Instagram and Facebook, and right here on YouTube. See you next time.